Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect out there laboring on and believe in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kodash, to USA Shalom. This is Brother Amwan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kodash. And pretty much in this lesson, I just want to speak on how things are about to get real, all right? What these devils are doing, with this whole, food shortage, the supply chain shortage, them, in the midst of crashing this economy, man, he's about to make things real hard for, all of us out here, that don't have Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, okay? But, we know we are of the Lord and we're going to be taken care of. But for the rest of you people out here, man, things are going to get real, okay? And I just want you to hear from the devil's mouth, man,
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did so talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give one example. But we had a long discussion in the G7 with both the United States, which is a significant, the third largest producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major producer. And we both talked about how we could increase and disseminate more rapidly food shortages. In addition to that, we talked about urging all the European countries and everyone else to end trade restrictions on sending limitations on sending food abroad. And so we are in the process of working out with our European friends what it would take to help alleviate the concerns relative to food shortages. We also talked about a significant major U.S. investment, among others, in terms of providing for the need for humanitarian assistance, including food, as we move forward.
All right, and that's pretty much, the main point being, you heard him at the beginning saying that the food shortages, that is pretty much is about to get real, man, that they are real, okay? So we are seeing this devil begin to, put the squeeze on the people, because these sanctions that, America has put on Russia has ultimately, gone to affect, the Americans in particular, but these other countries as well, that are in NATO, because a lot of these countries depend on, those Russia and Ukraine and different areas that they put them sanctions on to pretty much get, as you mentioned, as you heard him mention with the grain and the wheat, all right, with the oil, okay. So in turn over here, man, things are gonna go up like crazy, man. Hyperinflation, all right, which is gonna lead to a lot of people, being without food, man, being without certain supplies, which is gonna do what? It's gonna put people in a beast, pretty much I gotta get it for myself mentality, man. And things are gonna, start taking off from here, man. As you can see, when the Lord is putting that spirit out, man. So let me hop into the scriptures, and be able to show you that this is actually prophesied as going to happen, man. All right, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because Ezra, was showing the vision of what is coming to pass as we speak, man. All right, and it got so bad to where, he said this, man, woe is me, man, who's going to deliver me? Which all of us that, are contending for this faith, we all have to rely on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, to get us through these days, man. We got to, have full faith in the Lord, because we're not going to know how we're going to be able to, get through our day-to-day, man. But at the end of the day, we know the Lord is going to provide for us, man. All right. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginnings of famine and great death, the beginnings of war, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And this is what's happening, man. Okay. It said this is the beginnings, man, because it's only gonna get worse from here, man. You got people complaining about how the prices of things now. All right, how you can't find anything anymore. All right, it's a high demand on goods that's of short supply, which means what, man? All right, these people are gonna start fighting for these things soon come, man. Okay, and like I said, it's only gonna get worse. So as I taught the lesson, man, things are about to get real. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right, the main one that we're seeing taking place now is what? Famine. All right, because it's becoming more and more, expensive, for food now, man. Okay, and these farmers, they can't, keep the upkeep of whatever they need for them to, break even with them, doing what they do and then selling their product. All right, it's costing too much for them to ultimately, keep up their end of the business to get the food, get the products out here for, the consumer to buy. So what's going to happen, man? All right, it's going to be a shortage, man, even more than what we're seeing now, man. All right, people are going to be starving because you fat ass Americans, all right, you can't go more than 30 minutes without eating, man. Okay, none of you know what a fast is. All right, hey, you can't even go, you ain't got to talk about a dry fast. You can't even go on a water fast or a juice or smoothie fast. No, you fat motherfuckers gotta eat, every 30 minutes, man. Okay, so the Lord is about to give you the ultimate weight loss plan soon with this famine. And then when you come to look at it, man, hey, you had Bill Gates. Okay, he owns, I believe it was like 95% of the farmland here in America, which shows you that this is an orchestrated famine. Okay, so it says, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right, these are judgments that the Lord is sending out for you wicked people, man. All right, it says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always mindful of the scourges. Right, these people don't see, these things happening, man. Here it is. You got, first and foremost, the prophets, starting with the apostles and elders out here telling you, what's going on and why. And then you have even these people that are into, that are so-called truthers, or what you call them, conspiracy theorists, that have been telling you, what's going on as well, and been telling you to, get your money in tangible assets, all right, stocking up on food and different things, man. But the average people, they're not caring about, hearing things like that, man. Okay, because they don't have their mind, turn towards the Most High, or even, to what's going on in the world, man, because they're so, engulfed in the house of mirth, man. Okay, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Right, because everything is kosher right now, man. Okay, you're still able to go and get everything that you need. You can go to the grocery store, even though the stores are thinning out. All right, but you're still able to go, whether you say your go-to, such as like a Walmart, doesn't have the particular item that you want. You can still go to like a Food Line, a Publix, or a Target, Whole Foods, whatever it is, different store, to get what you need. So how much more when the time comes when no store has anything, man, to where you don't really know what you're going to do for food, how you're going to feed yourself, or if you have a family, where is that going to come from? Because you don't believe in the Heavenly Father and the Son to be the one that's going to provide for you in that day, because you put your trust all in Esau and his government, man. Okay, it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. So there's going to be a lot of you people out here starving to death, man. And best believe Esau, he's slowly conditioning you people to become cannibals, man. All right, this thing came out multiple times how, man, Esau has been exposed to putting human body parts within your in your meat, man. So, you know, a lot of this meat that we're eating could possibly have, you know, a human DNA in it. And you know, the things that you eat become a part of your DNA, man. All right? And the things that you're going to eat, you know, is ultimately going to be the things that's going to condition you to not think about, not even think twice about eating a family member or eating a person, period, man. Okay? So it says there's going to be a lot of people that's going to die of famine. It says, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy, right? Because it's going to be a lot of death out here, which the sword is any use of a killing instrument, all right, whether it be, you know, the modern day sword, which is the gun, all right, or, you know, whatever the Lord considers, you know, as a means to kill you. Esau is a form of that sword, all right. Wild beast, all right. Hey, tree falling on you, all right. You being mauled to death, you know, by some animal or whatever. Hey, it's different variation of that sword. So all those that don't die of famine are gonna take part in that sword, man. All right, and you're seeing that that's not a far off, man, because you can tell. Look at the spirit that's on these people, man. All right, let me get this real quick, because the Most High has literally let it be seen that, man, these people, hey, they're getting crazy, man. All right, they're just often people, you know, you seeing women, you know, getting killed in the gruesome ways. You seeing men bugging the hell out, going crazy. All right, just because that the Lord is putting us those spirits of vengeance in the air, man. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right. Because, hey, the earth is engulfed in wickedness, man. All right, and the worse and worse that this place gets, and the worse off that it is, you know, and the harder it is for people to pretty much do the things they need to do for their day-to-day, man. Hey, these people are going to lose it, man. All right? Hey, when you go and, you know, when you watch the Dark Knight movie with the Joker, when Heath Ledger played the Joker, all right, he had a good saying. Let me see if I can find that real quick through the spirit, man. Here we go. He said, introduce a little anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos, because it's going to turn into a dog-eat-dog world, man. And when Esau truly breaks down this society, all right, it's going to become all-out chaos out here, man, where these people are going to really literally be doing whatever they feel they need to do to survive, man. So it's going to be a lot more killing. It's going to be people breaking into houses. It's going to be people just killing, you know, killing and stealing and raping. They're going to turn into animals, man. And why is that? Because the Lord said this, man. Going back. Oh, that's Satan. Salakia. Hold on. Now my blue letter when I act funky, man. All right. Bear with me. All right, Matthew 24 and 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many wax cold. Now, I wanted to get this word wax cold in my blue letter, but apparently Satan is messing with my blue letter, man. So I want to get this so brothers can see this, man. Hold on. Yo, this is Satan. Alright, anyways, you know, Salakia, I guess my internet's tripping, but anyways, that word wax cold goes back to the word psycho, man. Alright, and we already know a psycho, these people are going to truly embody that definition, man. Okay? because these people are gonna go crazy, man. All right, when they can't find a reliable way to eat, all right, they went a few days, you know, without food in their stomach, and their babies are crying, you know, their woman is complaining, all right, because they haven't ate. These people gonna do what the hell they gotta do, man. Whether it's kill them and eat them, or break into their neighbor's house, kill them and take their stuff, man. It's gonna be bad out here, man. So the Lord is letting us know, and the spirit of these people is gonna go crazy, man. It's gonna wax cold out here, man. And this is all scriptural, man. All right, because this is prophecy. Because this is what's gonna happen when the Lord, you know, begins to send His plagues upon America, man. These are a part of that plague I just read. All right. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world, and their destruction draweth nigh. And the one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, because as I said, the Lord he sent that spirit of division, you know, amongst the people, where it's going to be wars on low levels, man. Social class wars, race wars. All right, these people are, and they're not going to give a damn about who is who, man. All right, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right, because hey, your mayors, your presidents, you know, your people of esteem, you know, in this society, all right, they're not going. People aren't going to care what your status here in this world is at that point, man, because they got to get there. So best believe, all right, they're gonna you know. It's going to be every man for itself. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog society, man. All right? You know, and I'm trying to find the words to describe it, man, but you seen The Purge. All right? You seen these, you know, the Book of Eli, these end-time movies. All right? How the people are, man. Okay? This is the type of dystopia society that Esau wants to bring. And for him to bring in his NWO, all right, he's got to break down society to make these people beg for that martial law, Salakia, okay? Because in the midst of chaos, all right, now he's going to be the one to bring in order, man. Which is why everything that is happening, he's doing on purpose, man. Let me get that preset real quick, man. All right, because he has a thing called pressure from above, pressure from below, man. Okay? He presents the problem and then magically comes back with the solution, you know, which was an example with this whole, you know, demic, you know, scenario, man. All right. Here's the what I'm talking about. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 17. It says, I started at 16. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit." And that what Biden, you know, was up there doing. All right. Here it is. He's trying to, you know, pacify, you know, the fears of you Americans by giving you these bullshit reasons and why he put sanctions on Russia. And I heard, you know, in one of his speeches that the brother was going into, the elder Ariella was going into, and pretty much they asked him, you know, what was the purpose behind him doing these sanctions, and he said to stop Russia from invading Ukraine. All right, Russia's been invading Ukraine for the past month, and yet these sanctions are still going on, which shows you that that's bullshit. So you got to sit and think for yourself, what is the real reason now, man? And you can see it's to bring in this orchestrated famine, to disrupt the supply chain, to pretty much get you people, you know, in a state of, you know, getting used to not having nothing, and so that you can, you know, go beg to the government, man. All right? It says, "He will weep with his eyes, but he will find opportunity. He will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." Right? Because it said, if adversity come upon you, you're going to find him there first. And that's exactly what he's going to do. In the midst of pure chaos, all right, he's going to come through with the solution, and that solution is going to be martial law, man. Okay? So he's going to put you people right back in subjection, because he's going to make it to where it's so bad out here where you're going to beg. You're going to beg for martial law. You're going to be it's like you're going to be begging him to give you, you know, to ration your food out to you, man. All right? To put you on a curfew, All right, to regulate what you can and can't do. That's how stupid you people are gonna, are pretty much are and are gonna be when Esau fully puts you to that test, man. Okay. So let me finish out. It says back in 2 Ezra 15 and 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So famine is a great motivator to get you people to submit. Okay? So it's going to get that bad out here to where you're going to be living, in that, animal-like barbarian state, to where you're just going to be doing, whatever you feel like your flesh desires to get fed, to get protection, till Esau comes with the solution to bring in, martial law. And you're gonna go right for it, man. You're gonna be right there with it, because you're gonna want that order back out of that anarchy, man. Because anarchy is nothing but the breaking down of a society, man. All right, where people have taken matters into their own hands, and that's exactly what Esau wants. This is why he's slowly, putting you people in this desperate state of mind, man. All right, because he made you lazy. He gave you all these stimulus checks, all right, unemployment, government assistance, all these different, government pick-me-ups to get you used to depending on the government. And he takes it away, and then takes away your necessities, man, your human rights. And now you're begging him to give back whatever he wants you to, what he wants to give you back, man. And it's going to be crumbs, man. That's the whole point of the Great Reset. This is why I said things are about to get real, man. All right, and you Americans don't even know it, man. Okay, but we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we have been warned, and we're prepping the correct way, which is, getting closer to the Lord, man. All right. So with that, I just wanted to, put that out there in the spirit. I pray this was edifying. I'm gonna close it out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.